You may have noticed things are a little bit different here on WTAJ News this morning. Normally on a Wednesday, Casey Kantz and I would make some kind of comment about how we've made it to the middle of the week, or we'd be coming out of break, maybe laughing at a joke that Casey made right before the Open finished rolling, because we know how he loves to do that. And we're going to get back to all of that. And things may be changing in our daily lives, but it's okay because we're doing this all for our health. A lot of people have been asking where Casey is, and we're on television. So instead of telling you, we want to show you. We are so happy to have him with us this morning virtually from his home. Casey, of course, things are not the same without you. We miss you.
Hey, Maggie, we've made it to the middle of the week. I don't know if you've noticed.
And guess what? On Friday, we can make our Friday comment too. Finally made it to Friday.
Yeah, by Friday we'll have the hang of this whole me being here, you being there, Christy being there. We can interact a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just hanging out. Just want to be clear. I want to thank so many awesome people for reaching out over the last couple of days. I'm just fine, doing fine, no symptoms, nothing like that. This is out of just an abundance of precaution right now. It's a step that I think we can all take. You know, if we've been following the news, we can keep everybody safe by doing stuff like this. So, but I definitely miss you guys. Definitely.
Absolutely. Well, we miss you. We've been using the term social distancing, and we've been also putting it into practice. Of course, Casey, for the rest of the week and into next, you're going to be giving us updates at home. But Christy and I are going to be cross-talking back and forth from different parts of the studio as well. She's another person really excited to see you this morning.
Very excited. Casey, work is just not the same without you, so we can't wait for you to come back. I'm glad, digitally we're all going to be together again for the next couple weeks. Yeah. It's good.
Well, we missed your jokes. We missed your songs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Give us an update of kind of what's been going on with you.
So... currently nothing over the last couple of days, nothing at all. But basically how we got here was I had just a trip planned since Christmas with family, and it was great. It was, everything was just fine. We had a cruise, and we got back, and again, everybody's fine. But again, we've all been following the news, traveling, cruise, airports, airplanes, all of that stuff, especially last week, because last week things really started to pick up, and unfortunately it looks like they're going to continue. So when I got back to town Sunday, really started talking with WTAJ and the folks there, and it just seemed obvious in order to keep everybody healthy and safe, just to stay home for a while.
And how was the atmosphere on that cruise? Were people worried about the coronavirus, the spread of it?
Again, whether or not folks were paying attention to the news or not, everybody was kind of enjoying themselves. There were a number of people that I came in contact with or interacted with that seemed to be taking it serious. I was taking it serious, just paying attention to the news. Obviously, we're in this business, and with Twitter and Facebook, just staying up to date with everything that was going on. And there were ways that you could do that. I was being careful about crowds and things like that. I noticed the staff too at Carnival, the cruise line that I went on, were what a great group of people, great staff they had there. Stayed so happy and upbeat the entire time, while also. I was talking to a couple of them. A lot of them putting in double time. They would be your waiter or your waitress at the restaurant at night. You'd see them bright and early the next morning. Every room that you would go into, every floor basically that you would go onto, there was somebody making sure they were spraying you with hand sanitizer. Going through the buffet line, nobody was allowed to touch anything. They had to hand it to you with gloves on. So they were taking amazing precautions to keep everybody safe.
And just quickly as we wrap up here, Casey, it's of course really important that we stay calm, we look at the facts, and most importantly, take precaution. Some of the best ways, in your opinion, to make sure that the nation is doing their part in stopping the spread of this virus.
Well, that's it, and that's the name of the game right now, Maggie. And I think number one is kind of what I'm doing, and what many people are doing is if you've been traveling or think that you might have been in contact, even if you're not showing symptoms, you could still be a carrier. So quarantining yourself, staying at home for a while is a good thing. Um, washing hands. Around my house, it's been keeping me busy too, making sure anything I touch, I'm going and washing my hands. I'm wiping stuff down, my phone, this equipment behind the scenes and stuff, my tables, lights, everything I come in contact with, doing the dishes as much as I can, making sure everything's clean and stuff. Those are all big things right now. We don't even realize how infected stuff can get sometimes, especially with what's going on right now. But yeah, just hanging out and just trying to stay on top of things and be aware. And again, want to thank you, Maggie, and everybody at the station for doing your part, because I know with you specifically, all the stuff you do behind the scenes, all the stories I'm sure you had set up this week and next that you probably have to postpone now, and doing the job of both of us. So really appreciate it. I'll be back before you know it, hopefully. So.
Well, we are just happy that you are doing the responsible thing by keeping yourself healthy, and we look forward to more updates throughout the week, throughout next week. We're so glad that we have you in this virtual capacity here.
Yes. Also, let me say too, anybody out there watching, obviously I'm just hanging out. So if you want to reach out on Facebook or on Twitter, at the Casey Cants on Twitter, my name Casey Cants on Facebook, obviously. Check in, just say hi. I'd love to hear from you. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Send me a picture of the coffee mug maybe you're drinking out of, because I love coffee, and that would pass the time as well. I love seeing that. So just any kind of interactions I would greatly appreciate. So miss everybody, and I'll see you soon.
All right, Casey, we miss you, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning. We'll look forward to that.
Yep.
And it's also important to remember that we are going to be getting back to normal. Our nation going to overcome this pandemic, and right now it's just about being safe, making sure that you're healthy so that the other people around you stay healthy as well.